Well, hello and welcome to the Dinobots versus Xoque Dual Stream Special, where we are both streaming. We're both live right now, and this is the pre-game analysis show with me, Dinobots. So the match technically starts 15 past the hour, and I'm here to give my take on things. So here we have a mix of classic and silly archetypes on Xoque's side of the field. We have a Surf and Turf, a Brick Rick. Those are some interesting archetypes. So I'm glad to have this opportunity with Xoque, so to give you all a dual perspective. And what we're doing here is trying to unify the streams. So we're going to give each other the floor during each other's turns. So during Xoque's turns, I will be muted. So he will just be able to freely discuss his line of thinking. And then during my turns, he will be muted so that I will do the same. And we'll just do that throughout the 3 games. And then afterwards, we'll have a bit of a chat about how things went. And we'll have an extra game, I think. So Xoque and I, we've actually faced off in the past a few seasons ago, and quite a bit has changed. 2 of my 4 decks are different, and at least 4 of Xoque's decks have changed. So the ones that Xoque has that are the same are Mrs. Swordcook, the Overworked Trader, over on the right, and Quinn Tempolon's Servant over on the left, which happened to be my 2 bans last time. So he seems to have kept around the decks that I found the most scary. And this time, I do think they are effective decks. Yeah, not sure how loud that is, but this time he's brought some decks from the newer sets, which look to be quite powerful. Especially, he has a Grim Reminders deck, Nicole, Despot, Shane, Leal. And I've let the Grim Reminders decks of my opponents through a few matches now. But I'm kind of getting tired of losing to these decks. So it looks like my Hexad does not match up very well against Grim Reminders, potentially. So now I'm looking to ban this Nicole deck because it is a Grim Reminders vodka deck, like it's Winds of Death and Key Abduction, and it has the target Yindic Soul, so it can recur the Key Abduction, which is a very powerful strategy. Along with that, he also has 3 Winds of Exchange decks, Odysseus, Principal, and Moet. 3 different tokens, too. We have a Raider in Odysseus, maybe a less important part of that deck, but in Principle, we have Prospector, which it can combo with Mass Buyouts, and it has, in Moet, it is a Berserker deck. So here I am. Hello. Maybe what I'll do. bring this up. You take a closer look at these decks here. So Quinn, this one is a control deck, I would say, from Worlds Collide, because it's pretty low on the expected Amber, but it has some rather powerful Amber control and creature control strategies. So with the Dis, it has EE on the fringes, and it has a lot of archiving. So you can set up a very large EE of the fringes turn where you steal a bunch of Amber by discarding most of your Dis house in one turn. It also has, for archiving, it has Memory Chip along with the 3 Tau Vapors, and that synergizes with the Eddy. So if you're able to stall the opponent with Reader Gallum and Eddy, then your Dis plan has a better chance of being effective. It has good artifacts control with the Neutron Shark, good creature control. We have double Axim of Grisk and also a Harbinger of Doom, double Hysteria. So lots of options there for wiping boards full of creatures. And it has a sneaky Triumph here. Maybe you could pull off a cheat sheet if you set it up right. So here's that Raider deck. And so this is a Surf and Turf. It's the surf is the fish in Unfathomable. It's got the Disruption, it's got Befuddle and Adult Swim, and then lots of bouncing, a double Adult Swim, double Bubbles, and it also has hand size limiting effects with the Fathom Reavers. And then for the turf, we have Halifest and double Brickanasty. Gain lots of Amber with fighting. You got the Halifest action going on. So it looks like a very effective deck. Good expected Amber with high disruption. Also a Corrode. A potential ban, I believe. And so here, this is a very interesting deck. I had trouble categorizing what I would call this. It's got 23 bonus Amber because it does feature a Cursed Relic in Equidon, the artifact that enhances your deck with 6 bonus Amber, but you can't play it. But I imagine he might have a way of like hiding that underneath a token or something. Or maybe you're just like hoping that you don't get stuck with it. Because I don't think there is the old... Yeah, it doesn't have the old Tinker to get rid of it that way. This also has some turf action in the Brobnar. With a Brick Nasty, some Giants, Signal Fire. So you can fight with those in a turn. But it has closed door negotiation and some very effective Amber control. So it's not just rush, even though the expected Amber is very high. And it doesn't have like a key cheat, right? So it's not exactly rush. It depends more on having the Amber control, I think, to swing the opponent off of check while getting to check yourself. That's how it's going to win games there. So now a third Winds of Exchange deck, this time Berserker. So, it does have Legionary Trainer. So those, well, I guess the Berserkers come in ready anyway, so that doesn't matter. But it has double Brick Nasty with the Berserkers, so it can gain Amber when it fights with those. It has Roughness Star Song, so this is the card that synergizes with the Berserkers. If they lose after fight effects, they can keep them around, fight with them multiple times. And then I was joking around with the Rick archetype. I'm not sure that the Borka Rick really matters that much in this deck. I'm going to guess this is mostly about the Berserkers, because I don't recall exactly how the games of this deck played out with on his stream. Now we have the terrifying Grim Reminders Nicole deck. This one has Oh, all these discard bonuses. But it has Winds of Death, the card that everyone fears in this set, and then has some amazing Mars cards, Hypnotic Command, Mars First, UFO, Key Abduction, Dr. Xylox Rex. Yeah. Oh, then the target. Archive the Key Abduction. So you can build up in a big archive with your Winds of Death, and then you Key Abduction for a free key, and then you archive the Key Abduction with this to do it the next turn. And it also has Thing of from the Deep, which is a cool whale thingy that steals. And it also has an octopus, so it has a whale and an octopus. So I'm thinking I'll ban this one because I don't want to deal with the key cheats. And it also has, you know, good stats all around. It does miss artifact control. Then here, another Worlds Collide deck. Oh yeah. So this is like, I was saying tempo because it plays a lot of cards and it's trying to potentially win the game just by like creating extra turns with these stealth modes. And it can use the interdimensional graph to keep the opponent from bursting incredibly high, because that would just be benefiting Miss Swordcook. So you can roll along smoothly while you're causing your opponent to stumble over the course of the game. It also has potentially like the Evil Eye to sneak an extra turn away from the opponent. So this is an intimidating deck. I think I have to let it through though, because it's just the sort of thing where you have to face it and just go turn for turn. So here's my chart this time. So interestingly, I was thinking that Exmoor and Fotu had similar matchup spreads here, and it appeared to be a case where the Noble had a better matchup spread than Exmoor. And so I don't know if that's a case where it's just like it's hard to tell where Exmoor is going to do well because it doesn't have as much answers to things and it's just like all guess, or if it truly would be better. But I mean, if you look at the things like Quinn has a lot of creature control, and Exmoor is getting a lot of advantage from its creatures. So if you're constantly able to answer those, then I fear it wouldn't do as well. And it wouldn't have as many tools to combat the Eddy turn, the Eddy stealing, for example. So it seems like his Hexad boasts a lot of creature control. So my board decks are effectively answered. But they had some of these decks that were a little more on the mid-range side. I was thinking I had a better matchup into. So I'm thinking I'm banning the Grim Reminders deck, and I'm predicting that he would ban Lormer. I think he banned Lormer last time. So then I would ban Odysseus, the Raider deck, you know, the Surf and Turf with the Brick Nasties, Howlfest, and Disruption and stuff. Assuming he didn't protect it. Otherwise, I would ban Quinn. And then I think he would ban Exmoor again. Yeah, I would save the Noble, and yeah, he would ban Exmoor again. Yeah. So this is what I think is going to happen. So I have some red matchups throughout. But again, I didn't give Edgefield any green matchups. So it makes me wonder. I think Edgefield would do better against Swordcook because Edgefield has the stealth modes and the Harbingers of Doom, which can answer the board and also play around the actions. You know, it's like a stealth mode battle. And then I was saying the machine had a decent matchup into Principle because I don't think I rely as much on building up a huge amber pool. Let's see. So I have some good amber control with like the capturing with Veil of Ectoplasm along with the two trawlers. So I think I would be able to take the principal off check when it's going for the rushes. And I can also get around the amber control by having an alternate game plan with the key cheat with the key abduction. It's also possible that Edgefield would do fine into this as well because the amber control, it's a lot of actions, right? So maybe the stealth modes could be really effective there. So maybe I could be underrating that matchup. Well, so that would make me think that they wouldn't play Principal. If I'm saying that I have good matchups into it, then it's likely they wouldn't play it. So it'd be looking more at Quinn, Mowat, and Swordcook. So trying to avoid these red matchups. So I can maybe play like the machine first, actually, to see if maybe he would try to avoid Principal into the machine, and I could catch that by playing the machine first. But I also, I don't know if he plays Swordcook first. I forget. I'll just see what he bans. It's likely he doesn't do the same thing. Okay, so Zoc is ready to go. So I'm going to mute and let my slideshow run. And y'all can get Zoc's take on the matchup here. So he's over on DataForge stream, which we posted a multi-Twitch link. Oh, yeah, I think I did it here. So there's the link. All right. Check you later.
Let's get into analysis of his decks. So we start out with Lorimer, Creeping Seas Ideologue, a mass mutation, 104 SAS, 18 pips, and the pips are on lots of upgrades. So there's an Observe You Max with 2 Ember pips, a Stunner with 2 Ember pips. They also have 2 transporter platforms and an L. So this can really go nuts. So this one's really scary. It can just burst like nothing else. It also has punctuated equilibrium. And Sloppy Labyrinth, Cyberclone, Kurzap, Effervescent Principle. Not a lot of besides Effervescent Principle. But yeah, this is really scary. So it's definitely the top few in my list. Next one is Exmoor, the Tower Money Lender, also a mass mutation. This one has a lot of disruption, double Markadis. The Sins lineup is really nice here. It's got the Envy and Glutton combo. Sloth can generate a lot of Ember. Also is Infernus, triple Lethalogica, and Eclectic Inquiry. Now the Lethalogicas are kind of, they can make you discard stuff that you want, so there's a risk there. And then in Untamed, it's got the Fandangle, Resurgence, Reclaimed. I did forget to mention that Lorimer also has really neat tricks with its Fandangle, which it can play off of a subject Kirby, so that the rest of the stuff can come in ready. So yeah, that one is scary. Next up, we have Foe 2 of Spirit Veil, a Worlds Collide, Logostarian Untamed. Lots of dino shenanigans here. We got the Spartosaur with Primus Unguis, with the Golden Spiral, with the Ancient Power. Also more warding with the Double Legionaries and the Imperial Scutum. And he can really load up the Shrix as well. So this Dino House is super scary. Not a lot of Ember control. It does have the Graft. And for the creature control, the Spartosaur plays a big role. But besides that, it's kind of got 2 Nature's Call and just little stuff. So if you can get out before the Spartosaur, or if you can get rid of the Spartosaur and then put a big board out, you might be able to get through this. But if that board gets going, it's very scary. Next up, we have the Noble that throws away Ash, which has performed really well for Dinobot. This is a Worlds Collide, Double Exhume, Obsidian Forge. It's got Crassosaurus Exile or Tribute Exile. Also has a Senator Shrix, which you can get a lot of Ember on, either with the Tributes or the Golden Spiral. And then in Shadows, lots of Ember control, too much to protect, double Ronnie Wrist Clocks with a hit and run, Trust No One, and really good artifact control with the Hawk and the Sneck Lifter. So this is actually, for me, as scary or even more scarier than Lorimer. We'll have to see. Going into next one, Edgevale of the Pioneers Library. This is Worlds Collide. It's got some really neat tricks with Science Officer Morpheus because it can make the Ingram Ward twice. It can make all the Eddies archive multiple times. And some more speed with the Tau Tau and the Daughter and the Zenzi Zenzi Zenzik. With the Eddies out, with the key cost up, Cutthroat Research can then hit. It also has double stealth mode. And an Infernus, so some pretty neat stuff there. It can even recur stuff by purging your own stuff and then bringing it back with the Universal Recycling Bin. So that's pretty cool. And then their last deck is a new Grim Reminders deck, the Machine that Regifts Answers. So this has a Iron X Rebel with a Key Abduction, double Scoop Up, also a target. It does have the loyalty implants, but only 3 other Mars creatures. It doesn't have a super great way to like archive a whole bunch for the key abduction, but it's possible with the soul vial, which is each friendly creature with ember on it gains destroyed, archive this creature. So that's something definitely to watch out for. It also has Cursed Tomb, which can be a little bit warping depending on the deck and when it comes out. Some disruption as well with the double Thalassophobia, the Addlefish, Beam of Forgetting, and just kind of overall decent quality. A little bit lacking in creature control though. So going through my decks really quick, we have Odysseus, which is a Winds of Exchange, a lot of disruption and unfathomable. It's got the Halafest and Brobnar, and in Mars it's got Crystal Hive with Iron X Rebel and a bunch of other Mars creatures. It's solid. Sometimes it can draw bad. We have Sword Cook, which actually has very similar to their Edge Veil. Double stealth mode, triple Kirby, Ingram, triple Igor, Tau, Graft, double Exhume with Infernus. So that one's can do good. My Grim Reminders deck is Nicole, Despot, Shane, Lyle. This one has Winds of Death with a key abduction and a target, so it can get some free keys. It also has Thing from the Deep and Omnipus, which is pretty cool. Sometimes the Unfathomable board can just take over. I have Quinn Temple Lawn's Servant, which is a Worlds Collide Dis Logosarian. Lots of archiving and logos, triple Tau, Memory Chip, Eddie. In Dis, we can set up for a really big EE on the fringes play and steal a whole bunch after doing all that archiving. But it can also do Infernus into the double Hysterias, which depending on the deck that it's against can be really powerful. The Saurian, if it sticks with the Philosophosaurus, it can do a lot of work too. But this deck is a little bit slower. It doesn't make Ember very quickly usually. Kind of wants to set up. Then we have Moet Lamaja Sepulchre Speedster. This is a Winds of Exchange deck, which loves to spam Berserkers. And it doesn't have a lot of Ember control, but it's got lots of creature control, and it can spam Berserkers like nobody's business. And with 2 Brick Nasties, I can clean up the board while making Ember. That's kind of this deck's whole goal. And then finally, we have Principal L. Grouse Wrestler. This is a one that I took to top 4 at the Vegas Vault Tour. This has a whole bunch of Ember, 23 Ember pips. It is a Curse Relic deck. There's a Trade Secrets that can get rid of it, but that's the only card that can get rid of it. A little bit limited creature control. Sometimes we can recur the Numquid using Lightbringer Outpost, but lots of Ember control and lots of Ember generation. So those are my decks. I do feel that I don't match up as well versus the Noble and Lorimer. I think those are their 2 scariest decks, and I think I've seen Dinobot have lots of success with a Noble. It wins games that you don't think it will, so I think that's probably the scariest to me. But we'll have to see kind of how the bans go, and we'll see how it goes. So let me...
Okay, yeah, we'll do bans. So I'm going to ban Nicole first.
We said Lorimer and the Noble are the scariest. And I think we got to start with banning the Noble. And they banned my Grim Reminders Nicole, which I was kind of expecting. He's seen my games where it gets just free keys. So that makes a lot of sense.
Ah, okay. So he bans the Noble, so I will save Lorimer.
Now then. Now the question, I actually have a tough decision here on what to save because I did do a little bit of analysis before without playing any of the matches. And I'm not sure which is... I have like 3 different ones that have decent matchups, and I'm not sure which is a right call. I think it's probably either Moet or Sword Cook. I also have to think about what they're going to save. I'm guessing they're going to save Lorimer. So what is best for me versus Lorimer? And it's probably Sword Cook. But it might be tough to get that matchup. And Sword Cook could be really bad against Fotu. But let's save Sword Cook. They did save Lorimer as expected. So then what will we go for our second ban? And what will they ban second? I really don't know what they're going to ban second. It could be any of them.
And Sword Cook. So that means I can ban Odysseus.
But what do I want to ban second? I think I want to either ban Exmoor. I'm not sure if I have any great matchups in the Exmoor. They're all probably toss-ups just because of the disruption and the sins, depending when those come out. Fotu is another one where if the I think we just have to hopefully rely that the Saurian board doesn't get crazy right away and hope to match up with something that's got really good C. Let's see, both Fotu and Edgevale I really need good C against. Lorimer I do as well because of the dis. So as I go through these, I've really got to make sure I watch my C, and I can't be using C willy-nilly. But I think we're going to get rid of Exmoor because it's got the board and the disruption. And they banned Odysseus. Okay.
Exmoor.
Interesting. That was one of the 2 that I think had
So I
roughly
think maybe I
equivalent.
should play Lorimer first. Because there isn't
Equivalent
like there isn't
matchups.
anything in particular
Okay,
I'm trying to
so
avoid.
now what do we go with first? It's always a toss-up.
So let's see if he plays one of these red matchups first.
Sword Quick, Quinn, Moet. And they have the Machine, Edgevale, Fotu, and Lorimer. I don't remember what they like to go with first. I never do. Sometimes they go dinos. But do they do that first? I don't remember. We'll start with Moet. And they went with Lorimer. Okay.
And
they can definitely outrush me, but Moet can be
Lorimer.
fast. So we'll see.
Let's go.
Let's do this. The one thing that's nice about Moet also is it does have some artifact control. So it might help a little bit against their transporter platforms. It's got Destroy Them All, which is actually a little bit better versus Fotu. Destroy an artifact, creature, and upgrade. And Fotu's got the ghost form. So we do have a little bit of artifact control versus their transporter platforms. So we should look out for that. They can do some purging of my stuff. The other thing that it would be nice if I get at the right time is Mixatol Minded. We might even want to hold that for...
And hello, Ambermedes. Welcome.
Amber control when they burst. but it really depends on what's happening. We just want to create as many berserkers as fast as possible. Unfortunately, they do have the Kurzap
Okay.
and the General Order 24, so those could
It's
really
an
hurt
experiment
us.
in streaming.
All right, good luck and have fun.
Yeah.
Haha, awesome.
So this has a transporter
Brick Nasty
platform
Smith Firestarter
and
is
an
not a
Observing
bad
Max. I
way to
don't think I
start.
really like that though, because
Yeah, we're
the
gonna
other
start,
stuff
and
going
we'll
with it
start with
isn't great.
Legionary
So I'm gonna
Trainer
mulligan.
here. The Choo Choo 3, which isn't great, but they did mulligan. And we made a token out of Jarl Svend, which isn't great,
Okay.
but
Now the Legionary Trainer doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna go with Logos, I think, to get the daughter
if we can
out.
get some Smith value early, that'd be a great start. Daughter and Kronos come down. Okay, Smith value, here we go. Brobnar, Fire Spitter, Brick Nasty, Smith value. We'll take out the Kronos here. And Inchurn. Oh, and then we got Ammonia Clouds and Mix.
Smith and
That's
some
not
nasty
bad.
value. I have the Starlight stuff. Like I could cyberclone the Brick Nasty. And then if they fought the Nell, it wouldn't be as good. Is there anything else I really care about? Cybercloning? I don't know, maybe the Revna Star Song, but I think Brick Nasty could be a good target for that. Armory Officer Nell, this doesn't get me to check, does it? Yeah, maybe let's try this. Let's go with the Logos. Purge this.
Okay, I forgot I shouldn't be talking during his turn. So, Cyberclone takes out my Brick Nasty, which is sad. But we have a nice Mars turn here. We will Ammonia Clouds. Mixatol Minded will come down to kill the Infomorph. Yixel the Iron Captain will come down to capture, and we'll put the Iron X Propaganda on the Captain here, an Inchurn.
All right. I got an extra draw here by drawing the second Observing Max.
Probably
with
should have put it
Armory
on the
Officer
Fire
Nell.
Spitter.
So I like that.
That was probably a mistake.
Smart stuff could be a problem though, because it's making my keys cost more. So I need to get rid of this mix. How about I do this New Frontiers first? Or I could do the Particle Suite first. There. Did not draw. Oh, but I don't discard that to the New Frontiers. I like that. We're going Star Alliance with. Ooh, we get a transporter platform. Not bad. And I think, yeah, I just throw these on here. Although I suppose I could throw an Observing Max on the Cyberclone, and there wouldn't be nothing wrong with that, I think. Not on check.
Wow. Okay, interesting. So maybe I made a mistake by holding on to the, or by not holding on to the mix, but I'm really surprised they played their Nell. Now we saw with their New Frontiers, they discarded the Punctuated Equilibrium, which is pretty big, but they did get one of their transporter platforms. We have to kill the Nell no matter what. We could do it in Saurian, but we'd have to kill our Yixel. So I think we go Mars here. We shoot him, we fight him, we make a token out of Beware the Ides, and then we get to check at 7.
Yep, they got rid of my stuff.
Now, if they're able to get rid of the mix,
Is it time to curse zap?
unfortunately,
Perhaps.
that's pretty much all of our Ember control.
It would take out all of this
besides
stuff.
a couple capture pips. And it's just going to be a race to the finish.
I think that's enough for one chain.
Now, if Yixel
and I'm not getting any
survives,
Ghost Talk and Growth Surge.
I can do some inspiring oration on it and make a bunch.
Play the Kurzap. It could be too early, but
of Berserkers. However, with the Kurzap coming,
we'll get this.
Which you might have just got now,
here.
And the new. Oh yeah, there's a Kurzap.
I guess I could.
Okay.
Do I just discard the Ghost Talk then?
We also have General Order 24.
I think I do want to keep the Lost in the Woods with the creature control.
So I think they're ahead
Lost in the Woods
race now.
Now I think I want to play the Lost in the Woods. So I think maybe the Ghost Talk is what comes the latest. And then I could discard the Growth Surge, I suppose. Or I discard the Lost in the Woods. Nah, I think I can get rid of the Ghost Talk. So let's archive the Growth Surge and discard the Ghost Talk.
Okay, so he discarded the Ghost Hawk with the sloppy lab work. They haven't even played Untamed. Wow. So Untamed is coming soon. Or maybe they're trying to do the Kirby Fandangle action. Potentially. And so it's really actually tempting to hold my Pale into Significance and Crushing Charge for that. So even though I kind of wanted to go Saurian here, maybe we wait. They also have Lumilu, Resurgence. Resurgence can bring back the Nell for their transporter platform shenanigans. So yeah, I think we actually wait on the Saurian. And we made a token out of Beam Buckler, which is fine. And then we got a Brick Nasty with 3 Brobnar. That's pretty good too.
Forge. Reminder that this is a dual stream with Data Forge stream on Twitch.
We still haven't seen
so they got more
destroy them all.
Brobnar stuff
anywhere.
Out.
But luckily they don't
I can just
have
shuffle
their
it right away
platforms
again.
yet. We know one's in the archive.
With the Lost in the Woods. Maybe shuffle those away. It would get a Jarl's Fend back. The 2 captures. But I would have a Lumilu out. Alternatively, I could go with the Logos, I think. So if they have another Brick Nasty and fight my Logos things with those, that would be annoying. Yeah, let's go Logos again, though. Draw some cards. Nope. No hits. Okay, but we do have a Fandangle now, so I could do like Lost in the Woods, Fandangle, and Growth Surge on the Fandangle.
A lot of handcrafting here. So I think I can get to check here. In Brobnar. And I forgot to say, what's up, young Egad? Nice to see you as well. Alright, let's go Brobnar. The Brick Nasty coming down is really good here. So with the Jarl's of End, we can fight the Q-Max. Hey, why didn't that work? This is the... He's still destroyed, even though he's archived. It's not a replacement effect. So I should still make a token there, right? I should have made a token. I don't know how to manually make a token. Let's check out if it's in the commands. Manual token. Choose a card and change a number of tokens to type X to Y. What? Choose a card and change a number of tokens of type X to Y? No idea what that means. Oh, those are different type of tokens. That's not making tokens. Okay. Let me see if I can make a token using a card. And then oh no. Refresh. Come on. There we go. Okay. Think we corrected it. Okay, so in that case, and then we made a token out of Scoop Up, which is actually too bad because scooping up Nell would have been perfect. So the way we get to check here is fight with Shockherder and reap twice. And inchurn.
Ooh, maybe in this
and we
battle
drew
of
Compod, which is kind of way too
versus
late to
Rush?
do anything good, actually. We only have 3 more Mars after that.
I've been outrushed. But I think it's time for a shuffle here.
We got there.
So we're going to Lost in the Woods.
Okay, big Untamed play. Here we go.
I don't have... Yep, okay. Let's get rid of this.
Lost in the Woods.
And I suppose the Jarl
for
spend,
Jarl
yeah.
and Brick. Yeah.
Woohoo! I can actually make the Fandangle too big for a single Berserker to destroy. And I get on check myself? Alright.
Oh, the Growth Surge. That's so good. It gets around all the stuff I wanted to do. And they got the check. Ooh, that's really bad for me. Okay, let's think about this. Now, luckily they didn't have the resurgence. Okay. So they could have the Fandangle, or sorry, the Subject Kirby and the Explorer Rover. If they go Logos, most of those are dead already. They have QMax. Maybe that's it? So I guess we have to let them go crazy with the Subject Kirby, even though it won't be that much, but I think they'll probably get to check the next turn. I just can't stop them. It is what it is. We'll put the Tribune Pompatus out first. We'll discard the Crushing Charge. Then we'll do Inspiring Oration. Here. And then we'll do Pale and Insignificance. We'll kill our Tribune, but that's alright. I think we need the Ember at this point. And we didn't draw any Ember.
Okay, cool. Got a key.
That's not good.
Hopefully they're running out of a little steam, but
Or sorry, any
can't bank on
control.
that.
Yeah.
Although this stuff, I'm not
this
really
draw
getting
is
anything.
petering out. I think
I
that'll
can't
do it.
Reaping isn't good enough here, I don't think. And I think I need to go Star Alliance just to play this stuff. And the unfortunate situation is that I have like these upgrades. Well, I can't get to 4 before playing anything. So I think what I do is Star Alliance, and I think I'm going to play the Explorer Rover as a creature this time. Because I'm not sure I want to be bouncing like the Fandangle and Limulu. So let's play this as a creature. I can play this as an upgrade. And I could actually put this on one of my untamed creatures. And that could be a really good turn. Because I can see them probably destroying the Explorer Rover if I put it on there. Huh. So I think what I'll do, let's actually put it on Lumalu.
Oh, okay. They didn't get to check. Ooh. What can I do there? I can't do anything. Dang. I can't kill both the Fandangle and the Lumilu, so they'd be able to bounce a stunner. But either way, they can get the check next turn, I think. And I can't get the check this turn. With the fresh marks, I could put 3 Ember on those 3. I could kill 2 of them. So I get 3 Ember, I get up to 5. Oh, and then if they bounce a Lumilu, ooh, yeah, okay. Then they can't bounce it. And then with my one last thing, I'd have to hope that I draw into Jarl Sven with the 2 capture pips. Oh, it's a Hail Mary, but we'll try it. So fresh marks. First we damage a Fandangle so we can kill it. We blow up our guy. Put 3 Ember here. We fight the Fandangle. We fight the Explorer Rover. And we turn. And we did not
they
draw
didn't get to
our
check.
capture pips.
What a lucky break for me, I
So
think.
pretty much they just have to reap once, and they win.
Because that means I just have to go Untamed, reap, get to check, and
Fresh
hope
marks
they don't have an answer to it, I think.
TP tech, totally.
Because I don't think it would be wise playing Effervescent Principle now. Lumilu, up to 7. So they could stop me with the, like, Jarl Sven with the double capture.
They get the check at 7, so I can't stop. Let's see. I don't think there's anything I can do here. Yeah. All right. Good game.
Oh, got there. Yeah.
Game 1 goes to Dinobot.
Okay.
He probably had an Effervescent Principle anyway.
Managed to outpace the Rushy Winds of Exchange
I think
deck.
I screwed up putting the Iron X Propaganda on a Mars creature instead of a Robnar one. I don't think it would have mattered.
Back here for a minute. Done and done.
Okay. Now, what do we pick?
So yeah, I think now, let's play Edgeveil now. And if they play Quinn, then I can follow up with Fotu.
Both Fotu and Edgeveil have a lot of
Sword Cook. I can follow up with
scariness.
Machine, I guess.
Yeah, I've kind of quartered myself into not as great matchups here. Kind of think they'll go Fotu, which I think means I should go Quinn here. Quinn has a decent amount of creature control with a Harbinger of Doom, the Neutron Shark, and the 3 Fates. The Axioms obviously won't do anything, but this Quinn will also be good, I think, versus Edgeveil. We'll go Quinn. And they went Edgeveil. Okay.
Okay, and he's going with Quinn. So let's see with Quinn. Nice. Okay. So I think that might mean
all right. Quinn versus
Dinosaurs
Edgeveil.
Game 3. But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Super interesting to see one of you with their deck chosen and the other one who's trying to guess the matchup. Well, I think he already knows probably the matchups beforehand. Oh, actually, I said Quinn wasn't as good versus this one. Well, I don't know. I think it's got a shot. I think, yeah, I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. That's a pretty good start with double Tau Tau. Hologrammophone. We would have preferred probably the memory chip, but
Okay. An Eddie, remote access, and scientifical hack. So he has the neutron shark.
we'll keep it. And
maybe a
well, I
snag
think
is
we'll
good.
actually
Is a
start
good
with
start.
a snag here.
I could start with like
to
snag
scare 'em.
harbinger of doom.
It's a snag on snag battle. Oh my goodness.
Huh.
This is really weird. That's pretty cool.
I don't really need the.
Yeah, I think he's already beating me in the matchup department. I'm actually really scared of the third game now too, for the matchups.
I'll keep it.
I think by going Lorimer first, I should have thought through that, what it would mean.
Although I think there could be like
his
better
hand.
starts.
We'll go snag to start.
Okay, here we go.
See what he thinks about that. Does that mean he has like
I think if he
Morpheus
fights
starter or what?
I think if he fights the Harbinger of Doom with
feedback,
Snag,
guys.
the effect does not work because it would be destroyed before the fight effect.
The double snag starts. I'm okay with that. We'll protect our snag with Titan Guardian. Ha ha ha.
Okay, it's my lucky day. He played the hologrammophone just in time for my remote access,
ward, which is also scary.
So I think I'm going to do it. Logos!
No, into Logos.
Archive the stealth mode, so I can work towards a bigger Starline's turn later. And then I'm going to, I think I'm going to hologrammophone the...
Oh no, remote accessing my hologrammophone.
Actually, so that its effect works.
Yeah, I forgot, he's got pretty good
fights, no matter
poltergeist too.
Lives normally or not. The alternative could be to do the Harbinger of Doom so that I could make it harder for them to destroy everything, but I'll put on the snag because that's more threatening.
Warding the snag here. Okay, interesting. We're going to go right back into Logos though. Archive here. Cutthroat for the Ember. Thorimer Plasmate to take that ward off a snag. Eddie will archive Reader Gallum, because that's nice Ember control on a stick. And then what do we do with Titan Guardian? Fight the Eddie? Fight the snag? I think we fight the Eddie here. Actually, no. Then he'll be able to snag me. He's got Onyx Knight. Onyx Knight kills Odd Power. Draining Touch kills anything. Red Alert. Festering Touch. So he could definitely go Dis and stop me, or he could snag me into Logos potentially, but we're going to try it anyway. We'll fight off the Eddy.
Alright, so I unfortunately lost the ward on snag, so that doesn't really work as well. I could like destroy everything. That'll let them draw 2 cards, and they have 4 in the archives already, so that could set them up really big. That doesn't seem wise. So I think what I'm actually going to do is do the Star Alliance right now, pull the archive, and just play this stealth mode for some disruption. And I think I just want to play the Calvins as creatures, probably. And I want to protect the Harbinger of Doom, so they can't destroy my creatures now. Now the question is, like, do I want to put a Calvin next to Kurkar's Right, or do I want to leave Kurkar's Right open for a different, more important creature potentially? Which I think the answer is to put both Calvins on the left.
Okay, send up the Lieutenant Kurkar to protect probably either like Morpheus or an Eddy. I have no actions here. So I think we'll go right back into Logos. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. We'll see. Oh, we got Neutron Shark. That's huge.
So I think my Dis turn actually looks really interesting here, because I can Poltergeist the Hologramophone to ward my snag again and then fight their Sanitation Engineer. And then I could Draining Touch the Eddy. That seems interesting. Maybe I could even fight the Harbinger of Doom afterwards and like everything is blown up. Huh. Alright. So let's actually do Poltergeist, Hologramophone on snag.
Poltergeist.
Although the weird thing is that
Toward the snag. Very nice.
I think using Poltergeist on the memory chip could also be like an important play. Now let's see here. Oh, actually, I think maybe Reaping is just good, because I know they can't go Dis. Yeah, I'm just going to Reap, and because I'm going to Draining Touch the Eddy, so this isn't on a flank anymore.
Okay, so I go back into Logos because he snagged me, but I'm okay with it actually because it makes my. If he got the check, it would have been a bigger deal, but he didn't, so I'm okay with it. Logos, we archive the Hysteria. And then do we fight the Calvin here or reap with the Titan Guardian? Do we reap and then hit the Harbinger with a Neutron Shark? Let's do that. Reap, Neutron Shark, and Harbinger. And we discarded Theros Centurion. That's fine. And then we will Tau Tau. And get our Hecatomb. And we drew into an Axiomagris, finally. So that's
So
good.
much
We
archiving.
got a huge
Gosh,
disc archive, so we can steal
the disc
a
turn
ton.
is going to be insane.
Which, unfortunately,
That's
it's a
what I'm
little
thinking
bit
is
out of
happening
order
here.
We
So I
can.
think like I might even want to like archive
Or
the
they can make us
cutthroat
pay a little
research.
bit with the cutthroat research and the eddies.
I have to go logos here.
We still have 2 eddies.
Tau Tau. But like if I think maybe I do need to like save the cutthroat research because like I have nothing else to protect me from the disc turn. Or I mean nothing else to answer it really. So I think what I'm going to do is archive the cutthroat research. I play these. And then I could also hold the eddy. Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing.
Come the artifacts.
Although now I have 2 creatures with Zenzi.
So they're probably halfway through now. I mean, they probably have cutthroat research. Or the eddies. Do I still just steal a whole bunch and let them tax me? Do I stop this key, I guess, is a question. Do I just go to check at 7 in Saurian? I think we let him have this key. Although I could also Infernus a bunch. We know a stealth mode is coming. They don't actually have a lot of pips. They have 3. I think we let them forge. And we get to check here. We could have pulled it and took the reader, but I want to keep drawn. With Triumph, we would exalt our snag. That's not great, but it's alright. And then do we discard the Axiom here, or do we want to hold on to it? We do have an Axiom coming, and we do have lots of bounce, but bouncing their Morpheus isn't great. Can I also kill it? If I draw either my Harbinger, if I draw my Harbinger, I could kill it. In Dis. I think we discard the Axiom here. Keep drawn cards.
Okay, he gives me a key.
Oh, I forgot I got
Fair
Binding
enough.
Irons for the chains.
Stops at 7.
We did draw the
Doesn't want me
Harbinger,
to
so that's cool. So check S7 now. What do
Steal,
they do?
so that makes sense. Very smart.
I had a really crazy
Snag
draw.
is
I got
still
so much of my logos
very
early.
troublesome.
Almost all of it.
Because I can do 2 damage to it now, but then Morpheus, if he fought Morpheus with Snag, then I would be stuck in Starlines for a turn if he stole a bunch. But I don't think they want to go Dis next because I don't have any Amber, so it's better for them to go Dis when I have a lot of Amber. So I think I'm safe from Snag for a turn. Unless he really just wants to take one of these out.
Here comes a Morpheus. But I do get a key. Alright, time to go Dis. We are going to take our archives, but what are we going to do with it is a question. We're probably going to hold on to a bunch. Okay, yeah, so we can get to check at 6 again here. And get Snag and Vornit out. Discard 1 Binding Irons to steal 1. We'll discard a Hysteria to steal 1, maybe? And then hit him with the other Binding Irons. And then hold on to the Infernus Hysteria action. Okay, so we get to check at 6.
Okay,
Perfect.
well I guess I had enough Amber. That's
We have Snag and Bornit threats. They go quickly in the Starlines. Stealth mode.
But I can at least
Scientifical hack so that I can't reap.
Stop him from reaping with Dis? That seems cool. Good thing I saved that. And funny enough, the Onyx Knight will be able to hit all of these. But not looking that great.
Do the rest of the Ingrams and stuff come? No. So I get my key, okay. So I can't reap in Dis, so that means we should get out some Saurian, I guess. Let's see, they still have Onyx Knight coming. Onyx Knight will wipe out all of it. That sucks. Too bad I didn't have Dilophosaurus. Okay, so we'll just go Saurian. If they hit me with the Onyx Knight, it is what it is, right? It's pretty much all the creature control they have left. I don't think we've seen it yet. And they still got a lot of Dis left. Onyx Knight hits everything
Time for the
except Pharaoh
Onyx Knight to
Centurion.
shine.
Youch. Oh, called it. Okay. We're actually going to go Dis here. Do we bounce the Lilithfall and the Onyx Knight? I think we do. I think it's better than... and just clog up their hands some. Well, that means they'll hit odds, but I'm okay with them hitting odds, actually. Yeah. So we'll go Dis here. First we'll Infernus. We'll get Eddie. And Morpheus. Then we'll Hysteria. Then we'll 3 Fates. Then we'll Infernus again and get their stealth modes. Yeah, not bad.
Ouch. The double purge. Hysteria. I get my Onyx Knight back, though. Maybe I don't want my Lilithal back, but hey, it looks like the logos, I can still play it all out, and it's fine, so... I'm gonna draw a ton of cards. Let's archive... Maybe I do archive the Onyx Knight now. Now, is there anything I need to stop from reaping? They can't, like, ready and reap. So it's just Dis for the Infernus if they happen to do that. And then they purge my cards, and I have the Universal Recycle Bin, so I can start bringing stuff back. Ooh, I have a Dirty Archives, but I guess that's okay. Huh. Oh, maybe I pull the Eddie? So that if I pull my archives, then I have another thing to archive with to tax them again.
Whoops.
Huh. I am drawing a fair amount of Star Alliance, though. I don't know if I want to pull my archives. It could be bad. Jeez. Tough decision. Oh, hello. I don't know what I want to do. Let's do the stealth mode.
Yeah, that was a mistake. Infernusing a bunch of their good stuff. Because then they can just get it back with Universal Cycle Bin. But we have a pretty good Saurian churn here. Now the problem is we didn't draw our Axiom, which is the last card. But I think it's alright. They can probably keep us from reaping this next turn. But we can kill the Zenzi, or we could kill both the Eddie and the daughter. They probably have Ingram coming. I'm surprised they didn't do the Morpheus Ingram thing, actually. Quite surprised. I think we got to get rid of the Zenzik. And we're actually going to
yeah, like I'm
put the
honestly, I'm
Ember on
not
the
in a great
Dilophosaurus
spot
here, in
because
case we get to use our
I need to
Axiom.
play these discards
Oh,
out.
we redrew in the Phalanx Strike and Tribute? That's perfect.
I don't think going Starlines here is good enough.
Perfect.
So I just need to get through my deck and do the reshuffle, get the Eddy in hand, I guess. And the Onyx Knight doesn't hit their stuff, so no point in playing that. Although they do have an empty discard. But what I can do is take out the worst cards of my deck for the reshuffle to potentially craft my deck. Although, unfortunately, I can't stop them from reaping with their Saurians, so they'll be able to get to check, won't they? So I'm kind of relying on the Eddy I'm drawing, I think. Although I guess the Infernus, I should be able to, purge a couple. Cesaria or the Infernus? I guess the Infernus. I'm gonna play Infernus, and I'm purging from mine. So what I think I want to do is I can purge that Festering Touch because that doesn't really matter, and that takes away one of their Amber. And I can also purge maybe Remote Access because like it would only be for their Hologramophone. I would rather draw the Poltergeist anyway. So let's do that. Let's go with the Remote Access. And I suppose the Harbinger of Doom is useful now because it can fight the Brutodon and destroy all of their stuff. I wonder if I want that at this point. Let's risk it. Because I am behind, right? So I'll probably need the control.
Okay, big old disc board. But we're definitely going straight right back in to Saurian here. First we'll reap with Dilophosaurus. Use its ability. Which card to archive? Snag. Snag. Which to add to hand? Tau Tau. They're just Hologramophone. They'll just use. So we'll take Tau Tau. Then we'll tribute on the Brutodon. And we'll reap here. Also reap with Thorough Centurion. Phalanx Strike. Now I'm trying to think, do I want to put an extra Ember on the board? I think I do. Doesn't matter who we hit here, actually. And then we're going to Axiom and save the Harbinger. to wipe their whole board. Get to check at 6.
Oh, okay.
And now they can't
Wow.
go into dis because they don't have
Got an
Ember
Axiom
control
in
there,
there.
right?
All
Their
right.
Infernus is gone. Lilithals are
Well,
gone,
I do
so
have
Eddie is the
Xeno
only option,
training,
or
so
Xeno
that could
training,
help.
right?
But I'm thinking Logos is better because I need to stop
that's
them
the
from
plan.
reaping
Oh,
with
we
the
got Tau
Dilophosaurus another
Tau,
turn.
Neutron Shark, Quantum Finger Trap.
Because
That's
the
cool.
Star Alliance doesn't do enough, I don't think.
Or we can go right back into Saurian, perhaps? We'll have to see. We know they have
let's
Eddie.
Go
And the Eddies with the Seismo
Logos.
Entanglers is pretty good.
No archives. Tau Tau. I've got a lot of Star Alliance now. Huh. Ooh, Zenzi. Wow, that's a welcome sight. Thinking maybe Calvin. Because that matters the least. So I am the least pressed to pull the archive with that. Although maybe if that's the objective,
So we won't be able to use the Dilophosaurus because of the Seismo Entanglers. So we probably go Logos next.
I guess I'm archiving.
Oh, Zenzi again? That's not good.
The Eddie.
Eddie.
Right. So okay, let's do snag that time. Yep, sure. And now we can stop the Saurians from reaping. And I suppose, I don't know, Logos. I do have the Universal Recycle bin.
Training too.
So I should only do that if I actually want to get something back. And I could get back a stealth mode. I mean, I guess that's the best option. Maybe a Morpheus, but I think stealth mode is...
They take the stealth mode. Interesting. We go Logos. We archive a discard. We don't take our archives. We put out Quantum Finger Trap. Then we Tau Tau and archive Binding Irons. Yeah, I think we do want to get to check at 8. Even though they can cutthroat me, because then it protects me, versus if I can kill both the Eddie. First we hit the Eddie, then the Quantum Finger Trap, we discard the Regrettable Meteor, so then we hit the Zenzik, and the Neutron Shark, and we discard Reader Gallum, unfortunately. But it's better than other stuff. So we get to check at 8. I think that turns off their Xeno training, so they can probably Eddie me again.
So I could steal. Oh, but I don't have the other Eddie now. So that doesn't help. Huh.
If they drew their other one. They didn't
needed to have the other Eddie.
Archive taken back with Universal Recycle bin their Eddie.
So I would have had to choose that. Oh, yeah. That's too bad.
Oh no, they don't have any Eddies. Okay.
So maybe I should have done that instead of the stealth mode.
I didn't realize both were in the discard.
I
think
that's
and I don't
then. think... I really don't have...
Oh yeah, early memory chip in this deck. So good. They could have poltergeisted it
in
instead
Star
of the hologramophone.
I can capture 2 with the Xeno training, but I wouldn't be able to capture beyond that, so that doesn't help. Huh. Okay. I guess I lost then. So let's just be extra careful.
Can they do it? They have Xeno training. I think that's it.
Nope.
Good game, well played. They were waiting for that huge Star Alliance turn, but
3-1.
A little bit too late. No. A little bit too late. We got it. 3-1. All right. Now I'm scared.
And now, according to my plan,
Now I'm
I would
scared.
basically have to play Fotu.
Hey, what's up? Didn't want to say anything
Because
during
if
the
they
game,
play
but you know
Sword
that
Cook, their
EE can
saved deck,
purge. Oh
I
yeah,
estimated that would have a losing matchup against
good call.
the machine. So I'm
Good
going to go
call.
Fotu now.
I definitely missed that. Um, I actually think I probably should have done that big steal turn the turn before where I let them have a key. I think I should have just stole it all. Even if they got me with Cutthroat, who cares? Maybe I could have 3-0'd them. I'm not sure. Okay, but we got to figure out what we're playing here. Either Principal or Sword Cook, but we know they're probably going with Fotu. So that's really scary. There's a really scary matchup here. Either way. So let's bring out Sword Cook and Principal. I think they're probably doing Fotu. They could do Machine, but I doubt it. I think they're doing Fotu. They got big Saurian, which will be hard for me to deal with, especially with all the ward. They also have Graft. Interesting. I think I got to go Principal here instead of Sword Cook. Now, Sword Cook could go crazy with the Star Alliance. Oh man, it's a tough one. The Twin Bolts are good against Ward, although my creature control is so bad. If they get the Dino board going, I don't think I can handle it. So I think we got to go Principal. It's a little bit better. We really got to get Numquid at the right time. But if we don't get Numquid at the right time, we could be sunk too. So we are not going to go with our saved. We're going Principal. And they did go Fotu. Okay.
All right, and Zoc is
That's
going
what
with.
I was expecting.
Aha! He tricked me. He's not going with the saved deck. Well, here we go. Let's see if Fotu
All
is
comes
going to be
down to
able
game
to
3. It
get past
could go
this
any
rushy
which
Winds of
way.
Exchange deck. It's all down to the dinos.
Rouse Wrestler versus Fotu. So they have a golden spiral. I could bounce it for a turn if I get Celestial Gorm at the right time.
Primus Unguis, the Golden Spiral, and Spartasaur. I have to keep this. This looks great.
Wow. We start all of our C in the starting hand, although we could. We did get Lightbringer Outpost in the starting hand too, which is pretty good with the Numquid. I think I'll keep it. Well, that means we put Numquid on the bottom though, and we aren't that fast. Oh man, this is tough. What we actually need is our Crim Torchtooth. What's their C look like? Nature's Call is pretty good. Nature's Call. Oh man, this is tough. I don't think I can both of my big C in the first hand. I don't think we can do. I think we gotta mulligan it. Made a token on a shrewd investor. Okay. Oh, Lightbringer Outpost second. That's good.
All right. Saurians, go! Rawr.
Oh, Spartasaur. I can get one Ember away. And Golden Spiral? Holy cow. And Primus Inguis? I could kill Primus. Maybe I should have saved that Numquid start, huh? I gotta think about that. Yeah, I agree. Closed door isn't great in the opener, although I don't want him to draw a whole bunch normally too, so I think we gotta go Brobnar here. The question is, do we kill the Primus? I think we have to kill the Primus. Even though I'd love to put a bunch of damage on Spartosaur. I think we've got to do it.
No,
We
he
got
had
Crim
to
Torchtooth, that's pretty
destroy
good.
my Unguis. Dang. I don't like that. Because I wanted to go Saurian.
I always
Now
forget
I
Spartosaur is
can't.
not like Cincinnatus Rex, where if
Now I
all the
can't. It's
opponent
not
creatures
good
are dead,
enough.
then he also gets destroyed.
Daughter? A wild wormhole? Or Pumpaka Anga? I think I do the Pumpaka Anga.
But he can easily get a bunch of Ember on it with Golden Spiral, so
And the
we had to get
Perilous
rid of
Wild, I can
that,
play that without it destroying the
that
daughter.
Primus. Let's see, do they have Recursion?
Let's
No.
do it like
Okay, that's
this. No, I think I want. Yeah, I want the Murmuk on the right.
Oh no, they're making stuff bigger. Well, I'm gonna go right back into Brobnar. We gotta kill that Inga while we can. Haha, which takes out the Mustic Murmuk. And then we'll do Brawl In, and then Crim Torchtooth. We made one out of Brick Nasty and a Hail the Merchant. I think that's okay, actually. Ooh,
Phew,
I
good
like
thing
this
that they're
trick.
not on check. That would have been rough. So I could fight with the Spartosaur twice to gain 4. I think that could be worth it before they take out the Spartosaur. They do get to draw 2, but I think it should be fine.
They're making Ember. Alright, but we got a really good response here. So we go Sanctum. Let's see. Yeah, because we can first do Signal Fire. Fight the Ludo. Oh. I forgot about Spartosaur's effect. I was hoping to get them all, but that's alright. We're still good. We can kill it with a Cassiel. I wanted to save the Cassiel for Lightbringer Outpost, but that's alright. We just gotta get rid of it. But that means we also
wow, that
can't
really was
steal
okay.
right now because of the Odoax, so we gotta take care of that. Check at 11. Right, playing right in the graft. Oh, he's gonna try and draw for graft. Tau Tau. Oh no. Please no, please no. And I didn't draw anything that can stop him. Plus, they have Odoac out, so I couldn't anyway. Arr.
No! Ah, didn't get it. Dang it. Maybe next turn?
Oh, no graph. Thank goodness.
Ah.
Okay. So we go Brobnar here. Bumpsy, Fresh Marks, and Inchurn. Oh, and we got Mass Buyout in the
Okay,
trade
come on. I
secrets.
gotta have a
That's
play
pretty
here. I
good.
have a Mimicry. Okay, what can I do?
Hopefully they don't get all of their warding.
Maybe nothing. Let's see. Wow.
What
Oh,
could
Taxing
possibly
Journey.
go
Oh,
wrong?
yes. That yes, taxing journey. That's it. Okay, I found something. The mimicry, the clutch amber control mimicry. Wow, and I actually have enough because I have 2 untamed creatures. Hooray!
Untamed.
Um, so bouncing stuff doesn't matter. So I'll just do
Oh, they have mimicry.
just a nature's call, no bounce. Harmonia,
I love it. Nature's call
imprinted
for no
Murmoog,
value.
wild spirit. Which now what do I want to put this on? Well, I'm going to be capturing onto the imprinted Murmoog and Harmonia. Daughter already has a target on its back, though. Maybe the... I'm thinking maybe the Harmonia, just because it might be the least value otherwise. And then I copy the taxing journey, take him off check. Hopefully, let's get this playing into the
Oh,
graft.
they have the mimicry and they stop me. With taxing journey. Oh, now we're actually into dangerous graft territory. Oh, man. Okay, I gotta check their ember control here. I might do something really weird. Oh, wild spirit will stop me. Shit. Hmm. Dang it. Graft is gonna kill me here. What do I do here? I think I gotta play into it. Maybe hold on to the trade secrets. They barely played any logos. They still have double wild worm, or one more wild wormhole and a Tau Tau.
Please, I'm begging you, play the graft. Okay, I'll be quiet now.
Okay. Maybe we just get to check. With a shrewd investor, play a couple more stuff. And hold the mass buyout. Yeah, yeah. What other creature control do they have? Oh yeah, I can steal. Okay, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. They have another Nature's Call. And another Twin Bolt and a Cauldron Boil. Okay. Equidon it is. We'll hold the mass buyout here. Oh, we can't steal because of trade secret. Or because of Odoak. Okay, that's alright. Higher on? No, Numquid. Oh, that's bad. Stewart and Shrewd Investor. We won't capture here. And insert. Generous offer. Oh, we got a berserker summon.
No, they
Let's
did it first. Ah. Let's see.
Oof, this is not good.
Is there a way I can like give Amber back to them?
But now I'm playing scared.
Not
Scared
really,
of the
right?
graft.
I'd have
Which
to like
I kind of
wild
need to
wormhole
be.
into the Nature's Call. That would be crazy. I don't know if I'll be able to do that though.
Oh, they have ancient power, right? Ancient power is actually not
Or do
too
I
bad
like?
here.
Do I just
There's
reap and take
generous
them off check
offer. I
once?
need to actually kill their Odoak first.
Because I could get to check myself. Ah, okay. Maybe that's what I do.
We have an option
Hopefully.
of. We'll see what they do.
Huh.
Okay, they camouflage reap. So we go. So we have two options here. In Sanctum, we could get 2 Ember to get us to 7. I think that means they couldn't stop us. And then we use Lightbringer Outpost to put Numquid on the bottom. And capture 3 on the Shrewd Investor. So that I get enough Ember to forge. And I take them off. The other option is, because we know that they could... We know that Ancient Power is coming. And Imperial Scutum. We could take out the Odoak here. And then Generous Offer. That'll also get me to check. They might want to go right back into a graft. Let's do that. I'm actually pretty scared about the Ancient Power. Here, what's my Strix alternative? If they have both Ancient Power and Strix, this is really bad. Let's go Sanctum here. Oh, but Shrewd Investor's elusive. Yeah, let's go Sanctum. We're also trying to protect against the Sancta of the Strix line. So we're gonna go Sanctum. Not Polar Archives. We'll capture onto Stewart. We'll gain some Ember. Lightbringer Outpost, we will put Numquid on the bottom and capture on the Shrewd Investor and in turn check at 7. We drew a whole bunch of steel.
So they took me off check.
But they might
sense.
be able to protect Odoak enough
themselves.
and kill my stuff that it doesn't matter. We'll have to see.
And now I can't take them off check. So I need to try to play into the interdimensional graft as much as possible. So I'm going Logos. No archives.
Oh, this is good. Into Logos.
So I should try to give some of my Ember
I guess they can
back.
kill their own stuff, right, for the graft?
So let's see here. Let's go with the Tao Tao, I think. Ooh, Wild Wormhole. Got a lot of fun stuff here. Okay. Let's archive the Chant of Hubris. And while the Nature's Call is still in the deck, let's go with the Wild Wormhole to try to hit this Nature's Call. So let's maybe first reap with this Daughter, because I don't think I want to give this back. Let's go. Okay. Fingers crossed for a Nature's Call so we can like do a super burst. Trivium Comptus.
Oh no, Wild Wormhole in the
Oh, that's worse. That means I can't destroy my Harmonia with the Twin Balti mission.
Better than Ancient Power though.
Okay. Isn't that? Yep. Okay.
Oh, I guess that screws up.
One time it did not work out.
If you wanted to use that with
That's
Graft.
too bad. I think out of all this, I want the Mad. Although, let's see. Kind of an even split between Saurian and Untamed, so I don't think I need to. Yeah, let's go with the Mad because I can bounce that with the Nature's Call later. Could have been better. And now I have this ghost form. I think I want to put the ghost form on the imprinted Murmook. Graft. And or they have Berserker Slam, so I guess I want to keep. Because I'll put the Wormhole attack there, like this.
Ghost Form and Graft. Whew. We actually got really lucky. Really lucky. They discarded their Strix and Tricerian Legionary, but they should have put the Ghost Form on the Otawak. I think that was a big mistake. We go Equidon. We hire on. Make a token at a different castle. We reap. We reap. We mass buyout. We close door negotiation. We put out generals, or do we? We can't keep them from check. With a trade secrets, we can steal. Nah. We put out a general's Orha, then we generous offer here to steal 2 more. We drew our trade secret, or our curse relic, which we can steal with trade secrets. We steal 2 more. And then, for good measure, just in case they got Saurian shenanigans, we bounce their golden spiral. And in turn. So they get their second key, but check for
the
17.
combo to end it all.
Hopefully that's enough.
What can you even do? I
think we still could have got to check, and
I need to like mimicry. I can't believe I drew the mimicry.
Actually know what's
That's
in their
pretty
hand.
crazy. But they don't have like a. Can I mimicry the closed door? And that would be. But that's not going to be enough. There's no way.
I'm not sure if they had Ghost Form Otawak. I would have had to do some
combo,
math
though.
on
I guess
to
they had
see
it. It's like
if
they
I
had
could
that
have
the whole time.
still got the check and won. I think the best they could have done me is off a 7.
closed door. 11 to
Oh,
11.
mimicry for closed door. I forgot about that. That's pretty good. Whew, we got it. Another crazy match. Another crazy match. But we got it. Whew. Okay, so we took it 2-1 and got it by 2 keys. Crazy matches as always.
Oh, no. Defeat. Okay, let's
Awesome
see.
games, awesome games. Let's see if he wants to chat. Oh yeah, we're gonna take a chat here. Hey, Dinobot, how is it
Hello.
going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
That was you had the enormous combo at the end. I couldn't stop that, man.
Yeah. I was like, okay, I don't think he can take me off his 17, but mimicry, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. I drew into the mimicry off of the closed door, but yeah, even with your own closed door against you, it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
So yep.
Very well played.
Yeah, effectively playing around the interdimensional graft.
Yeah, so did you have it in hand?
I did.
Nice. I thought about playing into it because I actually had mass buyout and closed door in my hand before, and then I saw the line in Sanctum. And my token was actually Numquid too, so I kind of wanted to get that back just in case there was like warded Saurian shenanigans coming later.
Mm-hmm.
But luckily got there. I was
Oh, by
scared about
chance,
the Odwhack.
I did have the ancient power in the archives. Funny enough,
Oh, okay.
just happened out that way. Oh yeah, and then game two, I think, yeah, it's Quinn just seems to, I don't know, it has maybe the edge over Edgefield. I'm not sure, but it had like a lot of like that mid range value there, so it didn't seem like mine was able to keep up.
Yeah, one thing that was a difference in that was I was pretty lucky with the draw because I almost got all my logos early. Plus,
Mm-hmm.
I got memory chip maybe the second or third turn. I
Yep.
started with a Tau Tau, so like once I get rolling with the archive, that's when Quinn does its best. So I definitely got lucky early on I got lots of logos early.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just glad Lorimer was able to take the win game one.
Yeah, no, that was
Yeah,
good.
was able to
Yeah,
outrush your Winds of Exchange. Yeah, because both decks have very low amber control there, so it was really a rush battle.
yeah, definitely.
And
Yeah, and young Egad brings up in the second one we had like the chess match with the snags and the warding.
yeah,
That was hilarious.
that was great. Yeah. So like for our extra game here, like I was thinking we could play our banned decks against each other, or we could play like the other decks or something. I don't know. What do you got in mind? I also have this
Yeah,
chart here.
the other thing I wanted to take a look at, I looked up our stats for because this isn't the first time we played. We actually played way back in
Yeah.
NKFL season 17, and I haven't shared this with everybody yet. So let's take a look because it looks like you actually had 4 of the same decks. You had Lorimer,
I did.
Exmoor, Noble, and Fotu. And I first banned Lorimer, and then I banned Exmoor, and you first banned Swordcook, and then you banned Quinn. I save Researcher, you save N. Perez. The first game you totally destroyed me with Noble versus Stewart. And
I guess
then,
the bans were kind of reversed this time actually because
yeah, it's
I
kind of
didn't ban
funny.
either of those, and you changed your bans.
A little
Right?
bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I know that you with Noble, you have been doing awesome lately. So, and I didn't know I don't think I had a great matchups into it, but I don't know. I haven't looked at your charts. I'm interested to see what your charts look like.
Oh, so for the noble, I have green for principal and Moet, and
Hmm.
then for Quinn, Odysseus, and Miss Swordcook, I have is roughly even, and then losing to Nicole. So I have two greens
Okay.
there. So yeah, I did have noble as one of my better decks against your Hexad.
Nice. Yeah. And I had that it was yeah, I pretty much had the same.
So I do think it was between Lorimer and the noble. And I
Nice.
said the Nicole beat basically all of my decks just because that was looking really scary, and I haven't had the best luck against Grim Reminders this season.
The one that I had negative on Nicole was potentially Lorimer. I think it could outrace it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You'd have
Okay.
to, obviously get it in the right draw order, but yeah,
Yeah, I had that as about even. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Makes sense.
The one other thing I wanted to mention about our other game was that second game. It was Researcher Tower Tard versus Fotu, and I remember Mimicry also had a big thing in there. At the end of the
Oh,
game, like you had one out, you had to like Mimicry into like uh to capture a whole bunch of Ember, and then you like Towed into a wild wormhole to play like Mimicry again, or I don't know, it was like some crazy sequence of
oh,
events.
wow, that's great. Maybe I'll have
Yeah,
to find that video in my archives or something.
it was a crazy back and forth.
But yeah,
Yeah,
mimicry is always so important, especially when you're a deck that has low amber control. So
yeah,
I was glad you had the taxing journey in the bin there, or I would have been in even more trouble.
yeah. That was a good stall there for
Mm-hmm.
sure. Okay, yeah, I'm up to play anything.
Hmm. Let's
You want to play the
see.
ones that we didn't play?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
So what is that? Machine versus
Sword Cook.
ooh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't even play my saved.
Yeah, yeah, that was a trick there. So I guess I have my stealth mode, or you have your stealth modes, and I have a key abduction. So we'll have to see maybe what wins out between those.
Like Sword Cook couldn't handle Fotu's Saurians, and so that's why I did that, I think.
Uh, yeah, yeah, I was hoping to get that maybe in a poorly timed general order 24, but yeah, I suppose it was the correct call to go with principal there because
Uh,
Fotu has a harder time against the rush. So yeah, definitely.
yeah, I created one
Oh,
password
you
in
did.
KFL.
Where is it? There it is.
Switch over.
And I don't know if people are hearing an echo, but I do think your voice is coming through my computer. Maybe I don't know how all this is
Do you have
connected.
the computer muted on your streaming, whatever you use?
Oh, Young
Like,
Egad said they're not hearing echo, so I think we're good though.
oh, sweet.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
same with Amber Medes. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Ooh, this is a spicy start. I'm not sure if I want to keep it though.
I'm gonna keep mine.
Uh-oh. What do you have here? I don't even know what you have. Junk Restorations, Veil. Oh, you got the Soulvile Cursed Tomb stuff. That's gonna be not good versus me. Okay, we'll keep it. We'll start with an Igor. We'll take that. And in turn.
Right. Yes. The Soul Vial. You don't have much non-destruction stuff, so yeah, I guess I could see if I could do something with that.
Yeah, I don't think I have any bounce.
Now I'm gonna be restoring junk.
The card is so good.
I guess the trawler has to be discarded.
Let's see. Oh, you don't have a lot of creature control, though Plague Wind is pretty good against a lot of my stuff. Interesting. Oh, and double scoop up. Ooh, nice Echo Fly thingy mabobber there. Well, we are gonna go Star Alliance. Stealth mode. We'll throw out a Kirby and a Molina. We'll put Light of the Archons on the Kirby, and we will exhume Malison and insert.
Stealth mode's actually rough.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay. Hmm. going to have to escape a deep probe. I'll have to get rid of that.
Ooh, I'm happy about that. Let's see. Well, I don't have another stealth mode. Yeah, I guess I go with logos here. We'll do the crazy killing machine. We'll do another Igor. And we'll take that, I guess. And we'll get our Eddie down. And we'll reap with his Igor. And pass over to you.
All right,
Unfathomable.
well, yes, it's fish time.
Oh, bye-bye Kirkar.
No, Lieutenant.
I was hoping for that taunt.
Let's...
Oh,
this could be a good
bye-bye
idea
cards.
or a bad idea. So it all depends on what you discard here.
What are you hoping for?
Exhume?
Okay.
Yes. You're right, because if I don't get that, then I'm just giving you more stuff to exhume.
Well, guess what?
Let's go
I have
with...
exhume in hand.
Oh, no. Oh my gosh. Weird stuff is happening.
Oh, that's a cool immersioneer play there, actually. We'll go dis. Library of the Dinged. We'll reap here. We will Soulkeeper the Kirby. We'll put out Ortanu here. Let's see, do we wanna, what are we gonna exhume here? Let's see, I guess first we can fester, touch some festers. And we will exhume for, oh, we have options. We have Igor.
Yeah.
Infernus is always good. Titan Guardian. Oh, that's actually, I should have thought about that. I should have done that first. Dang.
Okay, maybe the Thalassophobia was not wise.
It does give me a lot of options. Too many options. Let's see, how much recursion do you have? Here's your deck. Oh, you got a lot. Soulvile, Mamet, Target, Target. So what would you bring back with Target? I don't know. I don't know. We will actually go for the Titan Guardian here. The least sexiest of all of them.
Okay. Mars. I get to airlock something. That's exciting. Okay. What do I airlock?
Oh, Plague Wind will kill a whole bunch. I guess 3. Embermedes. I wish I had cool Worlds Collides deck. Yeah, this is definitely my coolest, I think. Although Quinn is cool too. I don't know. I got them late. But they're cool. They're cool. Oh, scoop up! No!
What do I scoop though?
Obviously knew that you took that.
I think maybe... I guess the Kirby. Although
That's
the
pretty
Eddie,
good.
The Eddie's kind of a problem.
Eddie's a problem that can be dealt with later.
Gotta stop something from reaping. Or make something angry.
You can make me angry.
I suppose Ortanu. Then play a
Target for what?
Scoop up!
That's pretty good. well. Got options. I'm gonna go logos. We will reap, 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 reap. Twin bolt to hit a target and an Igor. And then Tau Tau. What do we archive here? I guess that. And check at 6.
Well, I suppose I can handle 6 for a turn. So.
Back into Mars.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. Actually, it doesn't work.
Oh, no.
Let's, yeah, you'll see. So, let's go with, and I have so much discarding. Well, I'm going to scoop up something else. All right, now it's time for the Eddie to go away. I got to get rid of that
Yep,
eventually.
makes sense.
Okay, but I'll play... Yeah, see, this, yeah, because I can't capture with my key abduction because it returns.
Oh, key
So,
abduction
yeah.
head capture on it. I see.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna go into Star Alliance here. And we're gonna take our archives. First, we'll put out Kirby here. And, oh, yeah, well, don't forget the stealth mode. And I'll do Evil Eye. Raise your key cost.
Grr.
We will put the stunner on Melina so he can reap and stun the rebel. Put the Soto here, I guess. Then we'll put the Kirkar here and the Medic Ingram here. And ward the Medic Ingram, I guess, for now. And insert.
Amber Medes, I think I saw Syzox had a key abduction with 3 discards.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that, Zoc? And the
Yeah. It's pretty bad.
Yeah. Well, the thing about stealth mode is that Snippy doesn't care.
Nice.
It's bad you warded your thing, but I guess I can get that. These cards care, though. They care a lot. Can't play them. Oh,
well,
no.
I could try and go for interdimensional graph, but you'll forge no matter what. So instead, I'm just going to stealth mode you again and get to 1,000,000 in check.
Oh, you think that's enough?
I mean, you could have troll. Actually, no. It's in your bin. Actually, I don't know if it's enough, but we'll see. I could twin bolt myself. Get rid of the rebel. Sure, why not?
Oh, fine. Well, let's see.
Stealth mode too good.
Yeah, joke's on you. I have 2 ways to capture.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Gotta love those fish.
We need some Light of the Archons on this guy.
15. Oh, you got them both.
Yeah,
Dang.
I could have let him live. I don't know.
Uh,
Oh, see, that's where the soul vial would have been an issue because you can just keep archiving it.
right. Yeah, I
I would
totally
have
need
just
the
had to
soul
let it
vial.
live. Yeah. How is a machine treating you so far this season?
I played it once, and the other matchups I've been scared to play it because
Mm.
I have had a matchup I didn't want to play it because this matchup I was trying to avoid this matchup actually. So
Yeah.
when it came down to game 3 and it was Fotu or this, and you still had Sword Cook, I wanted to go Fotu.
Yep. And I was scared of dinos.
Yeah, but it turns out the Soul Vial's one of the most crucial pieces of this deck apparently. Um,
Yeah, I noticed you had
I
good
just lost.
artifacts in almost all of them.
GG.
Good game.
So yeah, Sword Cook did its thing there, rather
Yeah,
uninterrupted by my plans.
I think I had like 3 or 4 stealth modes played. Oh, that was brutal.
If I'm able to build up my archives, then I could still potentially win, but a lot more
Oh,
needs
that's
to come
cool.
together, right?
Yeah,
But yeah, GG. Um,
good game.
it's good to get your saved deck out there.
That's what's interesting about NKFL. I mean, regardless of you save it, I save it because it's a good
Uh-huh.
deck, and I thought it matched up versus some of them. I actually thought it matched up versus Lorimer better,
Mm-hmm.
and so it was really good that you played that first. And then I was like, from there, I was like, kind of catching up from behind on the matchups. I felt like because you did that first game really good, but
Mm.
got lucky draws in the second one and the third. So
Um, yeah, so what? Is that it? Is that the show?
I think that's it.
All right. That was a great stream though. A lot of great
Yeah.
games. So what else do you? Oh yeah, I guess what else do you have in the rest of the season? Because I have to play Kristoff and Lorenzo. So
Oh.
who do you got?
I all I have left is Fev A1, and then I have the walkover, I think. Let's
Ah,
go check the standings. So yeah, next week I play Fev A1. Oh no, sorry. Next week I play Dropped. I play the walkover, and then the last game of the season I play Fev A1.
all right. Well, I've got some challenging matchups myself. Hopefully, I can survive. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was. I think it's really good for your record to have defeated me today. So
Yeah, hopefully that means
increases
I'll
your chances
survive.
of gold. Yeah.
I don't think I'll be able to catch up to Vargas and Kristoff unless you wipe the floor with Kristoff. Who else is he? Oh, and then he's playing Vargas. All right, we'll see. We'll see.
Ooh, yeah. I got a plan for my match against Kristoff. Plan really carefully. Anyway, got
He's a
3-0
good player.
Kristoff.
Good decks.
In
Saving
my dreams,
yourself.
right?
That's
There.
possible. That's
Yeah.
possible. You have some challenging matchups. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is a
Thanks
great
everybody for
day.
watching.
So, yep. Thanks for hanging out.
Ember Meaties. Ember Meaties said this was an Avengers level crossover event, and it was an awesome success.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ember Meaties. You rock. Thanks, Young Egad.
Yep. Thank you, everyone. And goodbye. Tuning out.
Have a good one.